What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So this is going to be my CCW update. So this is my second update for you guys. So I'm actually 3 weeks into my dedication into trying to change my body here. I'm in the 3 week mark. So one thing that I've learned throughout workouts throughout the time is within the first 3 weeks you start seeing some sort of results, and that's when you're going to start deciding, okay, is this working for me or is it not? So I changed a few things up a little bit, so I'll just throw them out there for you guys to see it. So if you guys have been following me over at Facebook, I'm over at Matt Stamp, Arms and Steady over at Facebook. I've been posting a few things. I post lots there. If I take some of the videos over here too, and I post more family stuff over there and whatnot. So this weekend, well, we'll start like this. So basically what I was doing, guys, I was taking on 22 minutes hardcore. This is the second time I've taken on 22 minutes hardcore. So the first time I took on 22 minutes hardcore, I did an actual full review on YouTube on it. And this is back in, I was a Beachbody coach and I had all the ties and stuff like that. So I was doing a review on it just to try to, show my, people what 22 minutes hardcore was about. And I was really disappointed with the program when I first took it on. Now the reasons behind that is, at the time I was thinner than I am now. I wasn't as strong because at the time I was more into like the Beachbody programs, which is like hardcore cardio and some resistance. But most of the time it was hardcore cardio, and I wasn't getting very strong. I was getting thinner, I was getting leaner, but I wasn't getting very stronger. And then I just came to a standstill and I wouldn't go anywhere, and I was just having issues. So I took on 22 minutes hardcore. I figured, what the hell, this will throw me over it. So I took it on, and then, when I was done, I think I lost 6 pounds after 60 days of doing it, and I was confused. I'm like, I don't get it, because I could see my face had changed, but my muscles were shrinking, and my knees were always hurting. My knees were hurting nonstop. I had to take multiple days off in between because I have crap knees from my my time in service. So I actually have osteoarthritis and a few other issues with them. But I have crap knees from my time in service, so I had to take several breaks off, and I was always hungry. I was starving all the time because it was nonstop cardio, and I was getting stressed out when I was doing the workout because, truth be told, I'm not a huge fan of constant cardio 6 days a week. 22 Minutes Hardcore is a good program for people that like that stuff. Basically, it's like 6 days of cardio. And literally it is. Even the resistance days, it's like a cardio and core, then resistance day, then a cardio and core day, then resistance day. And that's what it does for 6 days straight. The problem with it is that even the resistance days, when you're supposed to be using weights, you have to use light weights because everything is so fast paced that it's pretty much a cardio workout. And the part that bothers me the most about it is basically every single day you are pounding your legs. You are destroying your legs, just non-stop squats, lunges, all this stuff non-stop. Every single workout you're done to the point where your legs actually give out on you and you have to wait. And then your legs just never get a chance to recover because the next workout there's more legs, and the next workout there's more legs, and the next workout there's more legs. And what I've noticed in the last 3 weeks is I was seeing this again when I was doing this program. As I was having the same issue, my legs could never recover. My knees were killing me, absolutely killing me, to the point where I had to take a couple days off of the workout because my knees were hurting, and I was having like aches in various muscles, like my glutes. It almost felt like pulled muscles, and it just hurt too much to do stuff. So I thought about it, and I actually did a little bit more research and stuff like that. I did more online research and stuff like that. And I was looking at it. There's a couple of professional fitness people out there. I'm not talking, the at-home build a program for men and women so they can both get in the workout and lose some weight. I'm talking, this guy is a straight-up guy. He's all about male fitness and male strength training and male cardio and male weight loss and male metabolism. Everything he does is about males. It's what's best for the male body. So I was watching some of his stuff this weekend, and a couple things a light bulb went off in my head. So when you are constantly doing cardio nonstop, when I first started this program, this time around I was taking the creatine because I was hoping by taking the creatine I would limit my my gain loss, my muscle gain loss. I was hoping it would limit that, because if you do cardio nonstop, you actually start losing some of your muscles that you've been working so hard for. And guys, I've been doing power training or powerlifting and bodybuilding for the last probably year of just doing that. Back in my second tour in Iraq, every single night I'd be powerlifting. Every single night I'd be bodybuilding, weightlifting. I kind of mix it together, and I do it for like 3 hours a night. I was big into that. I'm a big dude, you know. I'm an endomorph. I make muscles quickly. I build my muscles pretty quickly. I may not have the prettiest muscles, but there's some pretty freaking heavy duty muscles. So basically for me, all my workouts has always been, I want strength mixed with some weight loss, but mainly is strength, because I want more strength. I want shape. I want more strength. So the last 3 weeks, 22 minutes hardcore, my legs are so swollen. My legs seem to be getting the pounding nonstop, and my upper body is suffering. My core is going down, which is nice. My waist is shrinking a little bit because I have an awesome core workout, and you do a cardio day with a core workout, and it's just like a good overall mix. But my waist was shrinking, but my shoulders that were expansive and everything else were starting to shrink. In 3 weeks, they were starting to shrink. My muscles lost their shape. Were already starting to lose their shape, and they weren't getting strong. They weren't keeping the shape that I worked so hard for. So, you know, I don't want that. That kind of stresses me out, because I want to maintain my strength while losing a little bit of weight. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? I need to start doing what this guy says, because this guy is pretty smart when it comes to male fitness. So basically, when you get stressed out, okay, let's say this. When you get stressed out, your body produces cortisone, right? And cortisone attacks your metabolism, is what he was explaining. Now, when you do a lot of cardio, it creates another chemical. I forgot exactly the name of that chemical was. And when you do cardio all the time and it produces so much of that chemical, it actually literally attacks your muscles. So you're losing shape, you're losing the tone. So as a male, what you have to do is cardio. You can't deny it. You have to have some type of cardio in it. He's like, but the biggest thing, the problem that everyone, you know, issue has, that males have, and you know, they've been lied to for years and stuff like that, is you do need at least 3 days of 20-minute cardio, HIIT training, high interval training, all right? 3 days a week of the cardio training, all right? So instead of 6 days a week of cardio, which is what I've been doing with 22 minutes hardcore, I'm swapping that up this week with 3 days. And the other days, I'm going back into my bodybuilding and weightlifting, all right? So I'm gonna do the bodybuilding and weightlifting for 3 days a week, and then I'm gonna do the cardio for 3 days a week. And I'm also going to be throwing in like the heavy duty outdoors work stuff that I love doing, because I don't like getting sucked into this one single program, because I get bored with it. I get stressed out. The workouts come out and I start getting stressed out. And when you're stressed out with a workout, you start getting cortisone levels and stuff like that. It starts affecting your actual workout. And I've had a couple tough weeks the last couple weeks. You know, I've said it before, guys, I have PTSD, and you know, I have good times and I have bad times, and this, I don't know what was going on, but for some reason it was just acting up. So I've been producing a lot of stress. So I noticed, like, I just haven't been able to get full-fledged into the workout, and when I do get into the workout, I'm not getting the same results I was getting like week 1. So I went back and I went over, like I said, I followed this guy. Like I said, I'll put his name in the description. And I was following, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try what this guy said. I'm going to give this a shot. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to do 3 days a week of cardio. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's going to be my cardio and core day. And I'm going to stick with that, the 22 minutes hardcore, because they have really awesome core workouts. So, and their cardio workouts are pretty intense. So I'll do the 3 days a week, which is the cardio. The resistance days in 22 minutes hardcore, I don't really get much out of it. I just don't. I mean, it's just like another cardio day for me. You're putting a weight over your head, but I don't feel anything. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not feeling it in my shoulders. I'm supposed to be, and it wasn't working for me. For me, to get that to get that feeling that you've actually put the time and effort into your shoulders and you've worked hard, there's specific workouts that I have to do, and when I do those workouts, I can feel the swelling, I can feel the muscles expanding, you can tell that you actually work the muscles. And those resistance workouts, the only thing that was happening is my upper body wasn't really doing much, but my legs were killing me still. So what I'm doing is that in between days, I'm going back to the bodybuilding, and the weightlifting is what I'm going to be doing. So bodybuilding and weightlifting are a little bit different, guys, all right? So bodybuilding is shaping your body. Weightlifting is more like strength training. I do a mix of both when I do my workouts, all right? So I'm going back to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm going to be doing cardio. And Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday it will be the muscle training, and I'll be back into the muscle training. But I am going to throw in there on the weekends. What I'm going to do on the weekends is I plan on doing like I did this past weekend, which we've had issues in the backyard. We live on a river. We had a sycamore tree, a 30-foot sycamore tree that crashed down and destroyed a bunch of our furniture that we have out by the river and stuff like that. And for the last week, I don't know how many weeks, been waiting for our neighbor, I live in a duplex. Our neighbor, she's a great lady. She was actually, I wanted to do an interview with her. She was actually a volunteer for 9/11. So anyway, I'll get into that. But our neighbor, her son is a police officer. He's a good friend of mine. And he's always doing, overtime. Always, most police officers, they work really hard. They work overtime. They work extra shifts, and it's hard to get him over here with his chainsaw. So instead of waiting, I'm like, you know what? I'm no stranger to bushcraft. I may not have a chainsaw, but I got a hatchet. So I took it out there on Saturday and I hacked up the 30-foot tree with my hatchet, and I loved it. For me, I like hard work. I can't tell. I like hard work. Hard work has always been good for me. I'm no stranger to hard work. Between my military days and when I was actually worked for an oil company, I pulled an oil hose, which is about a 200-pound hose. Drove an oil truck, a big old freaking, I don't even remember how heavy that was, but I carried about 3,000 gallons of oil. And I make 30 stops a day pulling that 200-pound hose 150 feet sometimes to every house. And I push myself, and I'm no stranger to hard work. And when I wasn't in the oil truck, I was down in the basement breaking out 1,700-pound boilers and, moving, 1,000-pound oil tanks. That's what I did, or a couple 100-pound oil tanks. That's what I did. I'm no stranger to hard work. I like hard work. Personally, I'm kind of got like that old school. I was raised up a little bit of old school when it comes to the hard work. So hold on. Hard work is good. They say hard work's good for the soul. I agree. When you have issues like a lot of veterans have, I'll tell you what, one of the best things for you is busting your ass and doing hard work. So I took my hatchet out and I hacked up that entire tree. I was out there, I saw another one of our trees that's actually another sycamore that's leaning at a really crappy angle, actually a pretty unsafe angle, and that one needed to come down before that one uproots and falls. So I'm like, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to take out that tree. So Sunday, I took my same hatchet out that I just hacked up the tree. I resharpened it the night before because I dulled it up like crazy. I resharpened it up before the night prior. Then Sunday morning, I went out there and got started on the tree. And I hit the tree so hard. I'm a big guy. I have a lot of strength behind me. I actually snapped the hatchet in half. I was like, oh, mother. So then I decided to go over to Home Depot and I got myself a forged steel hatchet and a forged steel axe. And I don't want a saw. I don't want a chainsaw. I want to freaking bust my ass. I want that hard work. So I went down there and I took my axe and my hatchet and I took down that 40-foot tree. I took down the 40-foot tree and I processed about 70% of the tree there. I cleared it from our little walking area. I still have to go back this weekend to finish up the rest. I'm at the last portion, the thickest portion of it. And I actually chipped one of my axes already. I like working hard. It's what I like to do. And doing that workout, I'm calling it a workout because when I'm done with it, I was so sore and so tight, so weak. I put so much into the workout, I couldn't even pick up my canteen to drink it. My arms were basically dead. And I had to bring my stuff upstairs, and that was a trip and a half. Even today, I'm so sore from doing it, and I loved it. I had such fun doing it. Between Saturday and Sunday, I put about 10 hours into hacking that, or cutting down that tree, hacking up those 2 trees. So 10 hours of back breaking, blister busting work that I absolutely loved. And so I'm like, you know what? So on top of these workouts, every weekend I'm going to try to do another type of workout like that, to the point where, Monday, I'm so sore and tight today, getting into the cardio, stretching out was a pain in the ass. But I'm going to incorporate that into my actual fitness programs too, because I got a lot of trees that need work out there and other stuff like that that requires heavy duty work. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to give you guys an update. So comment below, tell me how it's going with you guys, tell me about your struggles, whatever it is, guys. And together, we can all work through this, all right? Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and remember, guys, it's our responsibility. Take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.